we are going to talk about What If Deku Was Saitama, Part 1. I hope you like it. So we start our story at when Deku is beaten up at his childhood. In his childhood. You know, I'm not doing this. I know it's like free content, but I can't read my script with this, so ignore this. If you all, I hate you. I want to go from like one to the other, like 1 to 100, you know? '11 to 20th. One to the 80th of the day. Minus 1 every time. We'll just minus 1 every time. You will. Okay, let's just ignore that. Right. Back to my script. Okay, what if Deku was Saitama? I hope you like it. Sorry for the delay. So we start at Deku's childhood. Deku now beaten up sorry, by Bakugo. Deku says, if I was as strong as All Might, I could win. But Bakugo says, Deku, you quirkless loser, I hope you work hard so I can beat you up again. That's what the script says. Paragraph 2. We go to Deku's point of view during 5 years old, doing 5-year-old workouts. To show that Bakugo was wrong, that a quirkless loser, meant as a person. Now you have to start gagging, Sparky. Stop gagging. Stop gagging. Oh. Right when I'm like starting a video, it just starts doing everything loud. Wait, where was that? That a quirkless person can be a hero. Now we go to a 10-year-old times. We go to a 10-year time skip. We look into a high school. Yes, I make UA college to see a buff Deku looking calm, and we look at Bakugo being mad at Deku for not acknowledging him. Bakugo says to Deku with a screech, "How dare you not acknowledge me, you asshole." Excuse my language. Deku's POV. Can you kill this ego so we can be friends again? Bakugo's POV. Friends with a Nani. Bakugo now thinking no, but he says, maybe if you had a quirk. Bet you didn't. But you don't. Deku now sighing and leaving. The slime villain running from... Okay, we cut to the slime villain running from All Might. Saw a kid who looked strong. He was right. Deku's POV. He sees a slime guy running to him, so Deku punches it and it implodes. Deku ran to his home to tell his mom about the slime guy, and they watched TV. Breaking news. A ginormous explosion at the Kotsky residence. Deku being gone the time Inko looks at him. Him running to Bakugo's house, looking at the debris and moving some to save Bakugo. and his mom and dad. What? Oh, and Bakugo's mom and dad. Say Bakugo and his mom and dad. And he sees a burnt body and sees it is breathing. He picks up Bakugo's burnt body. Because it's Bakugo's burnt body. The reason he knows this is because he's breathing like very gaspily. Because, you know. Deku now running to the... Oh, paragraph 4. Deku now running to the hospital to see Bakugo... To save Bakugo. Finding a doctor who is the one who helped Genos. You see where this story is going. The doctor gets Bakugo to his room and makes him a cyborg, but telling Deku he is dead. And that makes Deku depressed and makes Deku want to be a hero more and train more. We now go to a 3-year time skip. Deku is now 18 years old. Now Deku has a apartment and got a job at a supermarket. Now he is going to take the entrance exam for UA. Deku now seeing a cyborg guy looking interested in taking the test as well. Deku talking to him, telling him he is going to take the test to hopefully get in. The cyborg telling him that he is going to get in. I forgot the other in. Okay. He's going to get in, by the way. Paragraph 5. The cyborg and Deku in the seats for the test part. Go to sit. To sit for the test part. The cyborg and Deku passing easily to... They now go to the fighting part, and we go to the cyborg's point of view. Him thinking that guy, it's Deku, looking familiar. Him now having a flashback, and now we know he is Bakugo. Yep. Bakugo now beginning the test. Him running through the robots like Challenger's butter. Yes, I searched that up. Back to the story. And running into a zero-pointer. Bakugo thinking he can fight it. Little did he know he couldn't. We now transfer to Deku at the start of the test. He runs faster than Bakugo and destroys a lot, of three-pointers. After that, he sees a building climbing up. We see Deku climbing up a building, like a more climby Spider-Man, and he sits on the building. Now he sees that cyborg being smacked by the zero-pointer. So Deku decides to save him. He now runs to the zero-pointer, jumps to its face, and Bakugo looking and seeing that Zero-Pointer's head is now gone. What the F? He is stumped how he did that, because he was struggling. Yeah, I legit got a notebook in my hand, bro. Only got like a couple more paragraphs out of this, my god. So we're like quickly going through this. Maybe I'll add some more details to it. Deku now going to Bakugo, seeing if he is okay. Bakugo saying to Deku, "What the fuck? How did you do that? How did you do that?" And Bakugo now yelling at Deku that him at his best only bent it. Deku explaining how he doesn't know. Deku picking up Bakugo like C-3PO in Star Wars, and running to Recover Girl, and sits Bakugo on a recovery bed. him sitting next to Bakugo to talk to him to see if he is okay. Bakugo saying he is fine, and him telling him his hero name. It is Genos. Deku surprised and happy, and then Deku says his hero name is One Punch Man. Deku laughing, telling Deku that he is dead right that he's One Punch Man. Bakugo asking if One Punch Man, in quotation marks, would like some food. Deku now saying, okay, you paying? Bakugo saying, yeah, cool. Yeah. Alright. Paragraph 7. Now Deku leaves after Bakugo and him exchange phone numbers. Not in a gay way, though they do text about the meetup a day later. They meet up at a noodle place. It's a pretty good noodle place. They sell some nice noodles. Meetup. Okay. They sit and order a lot because Deku needs a lot of carbs. Obviously, since his workout schedule is brutal. So he can stay fit. Yeah, I simplified it, said so he can stay fit. Bakugo can eat, but doesn't. Bakugo can eat, but doesn't because he doesn't need to. Deku challenging Bakugo to a food eating contest. Obviously, Bakugo winning. Now a hero that is very old, saying he could beat those UA students up, but pack them up like a pack of cigarettes, because he smokes. But Bakugo yelling at the old hero, he could not beat them because they are stronger than an old-ass hero. The old hero laughing because he has a speed quirk, one of those quick fruits. They then work outside to fight Deku. Going with them, they begin the fight with Bakugo. Yeah. They go outside to fight. Deku going with them to see the fight. Then they begin the fight. With Bakugo running to the hero, he dodges the attack. It's a lot of dodging. Just a whole lot of dodging. But we will explain it more. It's where after that attack, he tries up-kicking him. He then dodges that. Then he tries to grab him. Then he dodges that. Then he tries to kick him. Then he dodges that. It's just a whole lot of dodging. It's then him getting grabbed by the neck, the hero, then trying to kick him in the face, then him popping off his limb, strangling him with his limb, but then the hero just going so fast that it just breaks off all the limbs, the fingers. Then he just grabs his hand back, tries to punch him with it. It's not working. And then Deku just gets bored of this and just pokes the old hero, and he goes flying to the ground, knocking him out. And Bakugo's telling about how Deku and Bakugo talking about how he doesn't have a house. Well, Deku tells him that he has an apartment if you want to go live there. It's an offer, not a telling you have to go. So, we cut to Izuku and Bakugo Bakugo mostly, thinking that he'll take the offer. and then they walk into the sunset. That's not over yet. Paragraph 8. Bakugo and Deku, after they get ready, Deku grabbing Bakugo and Deku running. Oh, Bakugo and Deku, after they got up and got ready, Deku grabbing grabbing Bakugo and running so fast that it's breaking a lot of people's ears, like so badly that they're starting to bleed. Not for weak ones either, like some strong resistance to hearing, you know. Why does my throat always feel like it's like dandruff, you know? Yeah. And to UA. If they runs to UA and into class 1A, they sit and talk how hard UA is going to be. And everyone just coming in after Izuku then getting up to talk to this blue-haired guy that he saw in the exam talking preachy to the present guy. Izuku remembering that, oh yeah, he did get some points at because of his saving of Bakugo. That's what he says, and that's what happens, you know. Ida telling him that he's the better student. Then Ochako walks in, sees Deku, and says, hello, I think I saw you, like a flash of you, I think? Like running around. And Deku saying, yeah, that probably was me. Then we see a slug, a yellow slug-looking thing in a sleeping bag, getting up, unzipping his thing, then revealing he is Aizawa, aka Eraserhead. So, and says to then after he says to Bakugo and Deku and the rest of the class that that yes, UA is going to be hard. So be ready. They now get to the changing room. Yeah, we didn't really need explaining because they thought, yeah, it's probably going to be hard, so we probably shouldn't be doing this stuff. Class 1A shocked how buff Deku is because he looks like a cinnamon roll maxed in with a much bigger cinnamon roll. But he's actually ripped like Jackson's. Or whoever that famous strong guy is. Like, think strongest man, but like less. Like, think normal human physique if they were, you know, were motivated and excited. Not that, like that. Bro, I'm like actually coughing everywhere. I need some water. Maybe I should like stop for a sec, maybe? Nah, we'll just go to a flashback. Alright, let's just randomly say a flashback. Let's just go to a flashback where Bakugo is then getting an upgrade from the doctor who saved Genos. So, he then, well, this is after the entrance exam. And before they go to a little trip. There's no water in here. I guess I'll go grab a water bottle from outside. Oh, there's some ice. But, we will cut to Izuku now. Bakugo and that doctor that he says he found a really... Someone's looking at my ass. But, yeah. Of course, I get the water bottle with a bent in it. But, afterwards, yeah, they just talk about how strong Deku is. Mostly Genos, because he wouldn't let the doctor get a single word in. Now we go back to, Class 1A walking out of the changing rooms and into the yard. Where? To the yard. Oh, to the field. They now do the test of the, endurance. Deku goes first because he was first, obviously. Deku, throwing the ball pretty measly, like light toss, but it still goes pretty far. But then Aizawa tells him to throw it harder, but like in a very intimidating voice. I'm not really intimidating, so. So Deku saying, "All right, I will," with a determined face thing on his face. Him now gripping, like, not like this, like where you're like gripping the ball, well, it's like hurting your hand technically. Him like lightly gripping it, like basically. Yeah, that's what's happening right now. Oh Jesus, I gotta scoot. I think I'll go to. Oh God. Alright. Sorry. Sorry. I really needed to scoot because I was falling. Oh, then Deku gripping the ball and throwing it. It now breaking every single person's ears, even the staff and the classmates from inside the building. He gripped it a bit harder though, like, and then eardrums, yeah, and it goes to infinity. Everyone being shocked. I mean everyone. That includes Aizawa. Deku getting first in all of them. They now go home. After Aizawa says, "We're gonna go to the USJ next week." They go to the next a week later. It's not really important. They just do some boring test stuff. Next week we go to Class 1A going to the USJ. Deku getting to know people in his class and their quirks. They go in after they talk some more. The speech happens with like that black hole hero. Deku now not caring because he doesn't care. Now we look at Kirishima and he's looking and saying, "Cool, fake hero villains." Aizawa says they're not fake, with a more serious tone. And going to the villains, and they get after Kirishima, and just Kirishima this time, and maybe let's put Baku in there since his test is going around today. So afterwards, we see them getting teleported. Deku, Baku, and Kirishima go to the boat. Deku falls in the water, and Deku is thinking that could just teleport me? Like, how do you do that? Like, the space doesn't compute. And then him just trying to swim to the boat. Then him making a whirlwind just by swimming. And then knocking every single villain out in that pool. Deku getting on the boat. Then Kirishima, then Bakugo in that order. Because Bakugo has cybernetics and, Where's the then? Wait, where was I? Wait, 1 second. Oh, then they drive the boat, because it's not broken, to the docks. But a bit farther so they can, like, be undetected. All the villains... Wait. Then they drive to the shore and watch Aizawa fight the villains. He's just minka them, like, grab here, bink, other one, yeet. Other one, come back over here, kick. Other one, uses as projectile, then uses knife to parry. That's basically what's going on. Shigaraki's point of view, talking about how cool Aizawa is, but thinking and telling the Nomo to kill him with a, like, devious intent. Aizawa's beautiful. Oh shit. The Nobu slamming Aizawa into the ground. Deku seeing the Nomu run. That's a pretty big feat. Starting to walk to Aizawa after he starts running. Shigaraki confused why there is a kid right there. Now Shigaraki says, "Kill that kid, Nomu." Deku, seeing the Nomu about to punch him, because he's slow to him, then just reaches his hand back slightly and then just lightly taps it in the gut. Yeah. And Deku just in hitting it and it imploding and dying. Yep, that's the Nomu arc. Yep, that's pretty anticlimactic. Where was I? Shigaraki's no. Oh. And Deku and looking towards Shigaraki again, being gone. Because Kurogiri says, "Fuck that." Deku picking up Aizawa and going outside. Then after they go to school, saying they are doing the sports festival still after 3 weeks so everyone can recover. Okay. Then we see Deku, Bakugo, Kirishima, Shoto, Kaminari, and Sero sitting and talking how maybe they could go somewhere to push off all the stress and talk about how it was spooky, you know? And they decide on a dumpling place, restaurant, to eat and talk about today. They sit down and order their food and talk about how today affected them. All but Deku says they were scared. And Bakugo always says. Well, he was concerned for everyone else because he's nice like that. That's it. Paragraph sit. Paragraph 9. This is the last page, so you're up, guys. We see our group, which is Deku, Bakugo, Shoto, Shiro, Kirishima, and Kaminari, eating and talking about having fun. Talking and having fun. But we see a villain that looks like a rhino. It's not Spider-Man's rhino, though. Like, if you look at it, it has an actual rhino face. He runs through the wall, hitting them with oh, wait. Hitting the group. Hitting their table and destroying it. Deku after just gets up, pulls his chair to a different table, and sits. Then he orders some more food. Afterwards, no. He then, you know that like food, like it's with dumplings obviously, but it's like with like that meat stuff. You like boil it and you eat it, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Then he starts eating, and it's pretty good. And Deku just wondering how that sports festival thing's gonna go. Then, I'm gonna put the notebook down since I'm not thinking about this right now. Then the group, which minus Deku, think of a plan to take down the villain, which it is a villain. I don't know why it sounded like I was being sarcastic. But I don't even know why I have this headphone in. Sorry about that, but you know, I had a headphone in my ear. Nothing's on in it, but you know. But we will cut to Izuku now. I don't know. Oh yeah, we will cut to the group back. We'll cut back to the group. Them all making a plan that Shoto can freeze the ice while Bakugo just darts around like a bullet. And then Sarah will tie up the villain while Kirishima then gets thrown by Bakugo and knocks it out. Hopefully. So they try the plan, Shoto then freezing his legs, then him getting clocked in the gut, it hurting a lot, then Sero trying to tape him, which is working technically, and him getting also hit in the face, basically getting bullied in the gut, and then punched through a wall. Then, as Bakugo is using himself as a projectile, about to grab Kiri, the Rhino breaks out of the ice and the tape, grabbing Kiri and slamming them, and then grabbing Bakugo as well, and then slamming them both together. Then, Deku does something really badass. He just stares at the villain, who's staring back at him about to charge him. Izuku then just placing one of his chopsticks down, flicking the chopstick on the dull end, flicking it, and knocking the Rhino villain straight the fuck out. Everyone being dumb shocked that he did that. Izuku telling them he just wants to enjoy his food. And then we cut back to, actually, we look at something really cool. We look at in a street that is very far away from Bakugo, Deku, Kirishima, and Shoto, basically the group. And then they just say, oh yeah, let's just leave. No, okay, wait, what was I thinking? Yeah, sorry. My brain's like trailing off the story. But we will see them just, we are staring into the stay alley, walking down it. Like you can actually hear footsteps and stuff, like a really spooky thing. Like one of those spooky videotapes, one of those. Like him just walking, us walking and walking and walking. Then us turning the corner to go home, well, presumably. Then a shadowy figure with a dead body right next to him. You noticing that it was the hero that you like this, like the least, so you don't care, but you're still like concerned about your well-being. The guy just had like cool-looking hair. That's it. Nothing special. That was it. And afterwards, oh no. Then you staring up very slowly. This thing having like one of the best physiques you've ever seen. And then you see him with a W-shaped hair. It's looking behind you, then seeing him with yellow eyes, just red crimson eyes. No, yellow eyes. You being freaking because it looks like his eyes are glowing. Them in running up to you with that creepy, like, you know that creepy face where like they're like smiling, but their teeth is like very much showing, and their eyes just being the second thing you see, and then their hair is the only thing you can see. Basically, all their defining features are gone, but you can only see their eyes and their teeth. You know that creepy thing that guy did in the meme, like he like hey like that. That guy's on TikTok now. I didn't know that. Did y'all know that? I did. So afterwards, we cut to Izuku. No. Then this figure with a W-shaped hair then wrings his hand back and clocks you right in the face. But somehow, you being alive, but the screen right now is covered in complete blood, and then that shadowy figure runs up to you and then punches your heart out, pulling it out, showing it to you, and then crushing it, and then you dying. Well, I hope you guys liked the video. Hope you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next video I post.